Hello and welcome to We Are Fin, and Dan here with Accenture now, and John Schmidt, who is the Global Aerospace and Defence Lead. Welcome first of all to We Are Fin.
Well, thank you. Good to be here.
And good to see you again. The aerospace and defence industry, you've got some expertise in what I'm about to ask you about, which is the challenges that those industries are facing for workforce. What's going on at the moment?
There's a lot of things going on in the workforce now in aerospace and defense. I can start with number one, the shortage we project in STEM graduates. There's just not enough STEM graduates that are coming around, and there's competition for those graduates from what I'd call non-traditional sources. So for instance, in the US, if you graduated from the University of Washington several years ago as an aerospace engineer, it's almost assured you'll be going to Boeing. Now you have a choice. Do you want to work at Boeing in Renton, or would you want to work downtown at Amazon and still be able to put that aerospace industry degree to work? So that's one of the challenges. The other thing that we're seeing is that there's a tremendous desire for replacement talent, whether white collar or blue collar, in places that, let's say, are not always as desirable as those that the millennials want to live in. So smaller towns where there's a plant or a facility, and so attracting talent to those locations is becoming a challenge as well, which is also putting pressure, which then goes to the third thing, which is we're seeing a lot of technology disruption in the business, which is requiring people to be reskilled to be able to leverage these technologies, whether it's artificial intelligence or artificial or augmented reality. And so when we look at the research we're doing, over 40% of executives expect that their workforce is going to have to get retrained over the next 3 years. So what do you do about all that? And that's certainly where Accenture comes in and works with its clients to bring technology to bear to help with some of those challenges.
Indeed, we're talking of the disruption taking place across the industry and including global industry as well. Accenture then, the tools that you can bring to the party to help people get over those challenges.
Well, there's a number of different things we've been bringing. Probably if I start back, there's technologies these days that we talk about as DARQ power, DARQ. D for distributed ledger or blockchain, A for artificial intelligence, R for all types of reality, augmented, virtual, and then Q, quantum, which is probably the newest of those technologies coming to bear. And when it comes to dealing with workforce problems, the thing that we're doing the most is bringing artificial intelligence technologies. Now, it could be something more straightforward like robotic process automation. So for instance, we have here in our digital showcase a demonstration of taking engineering data and digitizing it. So when you have first article inspection data coming in, we can digitize the data coming from the supplier, compare that to what we already have in our systems to be able to immediately highlight where there may be challenges in the match between the digital data being delivered and what was expected. So that takes away an administrative task from an engineer that then frees them up to do more engineering. Or in another way, do as much engineering with fewer engineers because we're taking the administrative side away.
And give me some background to the Human Factors Aerospace report, which has just come out.
Well, we've done a number of research elements on workforce, right? So we're looking at what the challenges are in dealing with workforce, what the workforce of the future has to look like. And one of the interesting things we found is as we're looking at workforce of the future, it's no longer just looking for specific skills and capabilities. It's now thinking about workers that are more flexible, able to pick up and leverage technologies easier, more intuitively, because as we look forward, this need for reskilling that I mentioned, it's only going to increase. Technology is going to increase its disruption into the business and be able to provide new capabilities. And so having that kind of flexible worker of the future is important, and it's as important with the white collar workforce as it is with the blue collar workforce.
John, thank you very much for your time and your insight.
Thank you very much. Good to see you again.
Now, for the latest, of course, on everything from aviation, aerospace and defence, you'll find it all 365 days a year, the latest news at wearefin.com.